video, as promised, I am going to be sharing with you the last couple of pieces that I purchased in the Chanel sale. These are ready-to-wear items, and I was a bit delayed in posting these because in the past, the first time when I did purchase any ready-to-wear really was remotely when stores were closed, and you know, I received the items, they were shipped to me, so in real time I was able to share with you some of those items, whereas this time I left the items at the store so that I could have them altered and alterations because, you know, it was very busy. You know, it took a couple of weeks to get these garments back, so I couldn't show it to you in real time as the sale was happening of what I purchased, but I did pick up the remainder. There is one item that I still have to pick up, and I'll probably just unbox it, or not unbox, I'll probably just reveal it in, I'll loop that video in with this footage, and then I'll insert all the mod shots as I go. But these are some pretty nice pieces that I got. I'm going to show you what I got. So they come in a garment bag. Like, there's 3 pieces in here. Actually, one of these is a pastel item that I got that was altered. I finally took it in for alterations. I just took a couple at a time, but there's 2 in here that are new, so I'm going to show you. And we didn't put them in a bag because there's no bag that's big enough, and we didn't want to fold these. We just wanted to keep them as they are. The first item is a jacket, okay? Now, it's really nicely packaged. So this is a black jacket from the 19A 2019 Métiers d'Art collection, the Paris, Egypt, New York collection. This is such a stunning jacket. It has a bit of like a flare here, and there's a detachable belt. Now the hardware, I was pretty surprised that they had 19A pieces because usually the sales are like from seasons past of the year before, right? And this is from 2019, so I'm pretty surprised that this is still kicking around, and probably not from locally. It's probably shipped from other countries. All the hardware is done by Guessin, which they design costume jewelry, etc. Apparently, I don't know if these are gold-plated. Some people have said that the costume jewelry was gold-plated. I haven't been told that. Maybe it is. I honestly don't know, but it is by Guessin. And very stunning. These are the buttons. Right there. And then you have the belt, and the belt is detachable, so you can pull it and you can wear the belt on its own with another outfit. And let's just undo the buttons. When I saw this, it just fit perfectly. The size that I got is a 38. It fit perfectly, but it did require a little bit of tweaking just to make it fit a little bit better in the back, so just a little bit, not too much. But this style, like that sort of peplum style, looked really flattering. And I was wearing it, I loved it, and it was one of those pieces that I could literally just walk out of the boutique with. So the belt comes off. You can totally remove it, so you can wear it with something else. Now, if anyone's watched the Sex and the City reboot, and Just Like That, in one of the episodes, Charlotte is wearing this belt with another outfit, and I was like, wait a second. And I recognized a lot of some of the pieces and motifs, well, what they were wearing, so they probably had it in their costume department. The material, I'll read out to you. First, let's go into the style. So that's the style. And there's always a spare piece of fabric and a button replacement. The lining is silk, and there is a slight print to it, you can see. The material is 57% cotton and 43% silk. So it's a silk cotton mix. You can really feel and like you can feel it with the material of the outer shell. The inner lining is always silk. And it's just such a beautiful piece. And you know, and the sleeves. My favorite part is the sleeves. We didn't shorten the sleeves. The sleeves have these like slits, so they look really, really nice. So I'm super happy to have this in my collection. It fits perfectly. It is just such a stunning piece. The next item I'm super excited to show you. I never thought I'd actually see this piece. I remember seeing this piece on the runway and it was very like out there. I never saw it in person. Then again, back then I wasn't looking in the ready-to-wear section, so I really wasn't following it, but I don't think I've ever seen this in person in the past. It is very loud. Here it is. This is I'm going to take out the tissue paper in the sleeves. So this again is a jacket from the Paris, Egypt, New York collection for Métier d'Art. And this is in a beautiful tweed. This is called Lissage tweed. So there's metallic, like look at all the colors that are in there. I'm also paranoid I'm gonna snag this terribly. These are the buttons. They're the little scarabs. Again, all of the buttons, all of their costume jewelry for this collection was done by Cousin. Absolutely stunning. And then you have the royal blue velvet on the collar, on the cuffs for that beautiful pop. Now, this is actually a size smaller than what I usually get. This is a size 36. I tried on the 36, it fit, but I wanted a little bit more give, so they did alter it, and you can't even tell. Really can't even tell. So I wanted just a little bit more give at the hips, and it is not something you will wear every day. It is definitely an event piece for going out in the evening. It is such an iconic piece. They did a bag in this tweed, I remember that for sure. I think Super Jacob has a bag in this tweed. If it's the same, I don't know. And I think the CC Spy, Lara on Instagram, has this bag, I think. I think they do. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll tag them. Maybe they'll let me know. I did show this to Jacob. I sent him a photo of it on Instagram and that one too. And he's like, oh my gosh, they actually have this in the sale. Yeah, it just made it. And I guess it's just luck, right? Like it really is. Sometimes with a lot of these things, you're presented with them and you're like, oh my God, I never thought that I would see this. This is the lining. And if you're curious about the style, there's the style. Then I have a little piece swatch of the Lissage tweed and the button. I don't think there's oh, there is a scarab in here. There's a little, I don't know if you can tell. It's in there. See, it's hiding in there. So there's a little scarab in there. Okay, let's read the material. Inside lining is silk, of course, but this is like a mixture of fibers, so I'm going to just read it off to you. So it's 53% polyester, polyamide 11%, acrylic 11%, cotton 10%, cupro 5%, viscose 5%, a little bit of wool, a dash of wool 2%, other fibers 2%, and 1% mohair. And then this is cotton. So it is such a beautiful jacket. They like when you try this, I love the sleeves. I love where the sleeves hit. it's just so special. Like, I was afraid of, like, you know, obviously, like, I have to be careful when I wear this, like I can't snag it or anything like that, but everything about this jacket is just so special, so iconic, and that collection is a very memorable collection for a lot of people who really loved it. It's very out there, very opulent, lots of gold, and some people thought it was a little bit too much, but it is such a special collection, especially with all the hardware and the costume jewelry that was designed by Gusson and produced by Gusson. Really special. So this will be an event jacket. This will not be something I would wear to work, but definitely something going out. You can put it on with leggings. You can put it on with like some slim fit denim. You can wear it with dress pants. You can pair it with a skirt if you like. Like, there's a lot of ways that you can throw this on as a statement piece and have a subdued bag or just like a simple clutch. Or you can, I mean, if you want to wear a gold bag, which I do have, I could totally wear with this, and I don't care if it's tacky, it's fine. It will look really nice. So super pleased to have, like, this jacket deserves its own video. And I just wanted to show you everything. These two are part of the same collection. So absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. I hope that you can see what it looks like in the mod shots. I'll show you what it looked like when I was trying it on, and then what it looks like after in the mod shots in the cutaways of how this jacket looks. This did have a skirt. I did try on the skirt on the runway. It looks like kind of like a long, the skirt I tried on, and the size was just too small, and the cut of it, that carrot cut, doesn't really work for me. And the skirt, again, I would be so paranoid that I would snag when I sit down and all that, so it just wasn't for me. I was good with the jacket, but I bet if somebody wanted to get that skirt, I don't think it's sold. Maybe it'll roll over into another sale, I don't know. But I think it will be a beautiful piece for anybody who wants to pair it with something else. So I'm surprised, like, this showed up this is 2019. These pieces are 2019 and they showed up in 2022. So the stock, or their old stock, gets shuffled around from different countries. So, you know, that's probably why sometimes, like, I mean, I don't think it was ordered here. I've never seen it. So sometimes people pre-order, like the VVIPs, like they pre-order garments, and the expensive garments, and they may pass on it, and then it'll lay around in boutique, and sometimes then nobody buys it. And then that may end up in the sale. So I guess it's great for us, right? There were some hits and misses in the sale. I don't think I mentioned in the first video, but I'll insert some photos of things that I tried on that were, and I'll maybe do a voiceover or something, just my thoughts of what I thought. But not everything is nice. Some things could look nice if you did some crazy alterations on it, but there were a lot of items that just did not work for me. You know, some pants, I thought I'd give it a go, like some denim, and it just doesn't suit my body, it doesn't fit. Some things I couldn't close. But I took photos anyway, just for like a laugh. Sometimes I like to just look back on stuff that I've tried on. I think it's a great learning experience because you can remember how something looked on you. And sometimes I share it with like some of my friends who are into this sort of thing, and I get their opinion, so it's nice to share that with each other. But I think if I share it with you guys, and you know, maybe there's something that you can learn, you can get some preview into what some of these things look like, and you can get an idea of what you like, you know, like you can sort of pre-shop, if anything, and then if you see something similar than you've seen it before, then you're, you know, a little bit more prepared to make that decision if you've seen how something looks on somebody else before that. I'm gonna loop in footage for the next piece that I picked up as well in this sale, that is also from, I think, 2020 if I'm not mistaken, or 2019 if I'm not mistaken, but it is beautiful. I'll insert that footage here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you got a taste of some of these ready-to-wear pieces. I noticed that a lot of the ready-to-wear coming into some of the collections are going up in price as well. So some of the sale stuff seems like a bargain in comparison, but because the retail price to begin with was lower than what it is today, and then on top of that, getting it out of markdown was amazing. So I have looked at current pieces for ready to wear. I am expressing more interest in some non-sale items, and sometimes I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, I really want this to be in the sale, but you just can't risk it. If you do like something and it's in your size, and chances are it may not be there for a couple of months or the next year. So if you like something, just get it if you can. And then if sale time comes around, like sometimes the boutique sale have the, you know, some of the pieces out just public sale, right, which was what they do. They don't really advertise it, but they have stuff hanging up, and they'll tell you, oh, if you walk into the boutique, you know, here are the shoes that are on the sale, you'll see. So they don't like have signs up saying, oh, you know, come, there's a sale, and they wouldn't do that, especially now when they don't really want crowding or anything like that. But that's how I discovered that there are sales. Like, I didn't know they used to have sales until I walked into a boutique and it looked like there was like a clearance section, and I'm like, there's a sale, like, and the sales associate was like, yep, these are the shoes, and there's like racks of clothing. And at that time I wasn't really interested in the clothing, to be honest. I would look at the shoes, and if I liked anything, and I don't think I ever really did buy anything in the sale at that time, because my priority was I want to buy some of my more like key pieces. I want to build some of those classic pieces, so I wasn't looking at this stuff. So if you are like saving for like a bag, or you're looking for that one item, then focus your energy on that, right? Like, don't go into sale stuff. But it is nice to find some different pieces that you may have missed out on before, and maybe you've seen it, like costume jewelry and shoes and, you know, clothing that perhaps locally your city didn't order, but it's been shipped from other countries because it's stock that was just not there and they haven't sold it. So I'm filming another video, but I wanted to show you the last sale item. I think it's the last, yes, it is the last one, that I had to pick up for alteration. Here's the item, and here is the hanger for it. You typically don't get a hanger, but it's nice. Sometimes they're allowed to include it, just depending on stock and whatnot. So that's nice of them to include. So it's a pair of bottoms, so it has the little clips, and it is just such a pretty item. So it's a skirt, like so. This is, let me see the tag. So this is a size 38, which is my true size. And this is from Métier d'Art 2020, so 20A. And that's the item there. And then you get, of course, a little swatch with the fabric, and then there's a spare button. The button on this is really nice. I kind of like these lion buttons. I have these buttons for another piece of ready-to-wear that I purchased for Cruise 2021. Very pretty little lion there. And so it's got, I'll give you the composition of what this piece is. It's 100% silk. So the material is kind of like a chiffon type of material. It's got a lot of movement to it. There's like this nice bow on the front. At first I thought, like, do I have something similar to this? And I kind of do. I do have flowy skirts from Aritzia. They've become more popular now because they've introduced them in an array of different colors, but those skirts have been super flattering. This just has something different to it. There's a lot of movement to it. At first I thought, like, do I really need it? And I asked one of my friends, and she said, well, you kind of, you know, it looks like something you could still get at other fast fashion brands, but not quite. And I do really like how special this looks. Very pretty. It kind of just dances as you walk. So I went for it. It is a beautiful piece. and I'm super happy to have this in my collection. This is gonna look amazing. Like, I wore it when I originally saw it, I was wearing a black bodysuit, and then wearing it with a white bodysuit, or you can wear like a cami if you want, but I prefer to have kind of like a long sleeve. It's a little bit more, I just feel more put together. You can pair it with a blazer. So I'm really happy to have this piece and on sale. I mean, the getting into the ready-to-wear, you know, I first took baby steps, right? Like finding stuff on sale, and now I'm really looking into some of the current season stuff as well, which is nice. So just kind of stepping my way around through the house. But yeah, this is the final piece. Okay everyone, I thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys picked up anything in the previous sale. I heard rumors that perhaps they may not be doing these sales anymore. Let's see, I hope they do, because you can definitely find some great treasures. I will see you in the next video. Bye.